If your business or your client depends on phone calls from Google Ads, this update is important for you. Google is retiring call-only ads and moving everything to responsive search ads with call assets. That means the old single-purpose call ad format is going away. And if you do not prepare, your call volume can suddenly drop. Hi, I'm Miram Shaheen and I have been running Google Ads for the last 6 years with profitable ad spend of more than USD 7 millions with average ROAS of 5 into. And I want to share the same knowledge and strategies with you so that you can get better results from your ads at Google. In this video, I am going to break this update down in very simple language. You and I will cover 4 things here: what is changing and the exact dates you should care about, why Google is doing this and what it means for performance, step by step how to migrate from call-only ads to responsive search ads with call assets, and most important is strategy tips and mistakes to avoid so you do not lose good calls during this transition. If you stay with me till the end, you will walk away with a clear checklist that you can apply to your own account or your client accounts the same day. Let's start. Segment number 1. What exactly is changing? So first, let us be clear about the change. In Google, there has been a format called call ads or call only ads. So basically, these are the search ads where the main action is phone call. There is no website click or landing page. The ad shows your phone number and a call button. When someone taps, the phone starts dialing. Now, Google has announced that this format is being retired worldwide. You will not be able to create new call-only ads after February 2026, and all existing call ads will stop serving by February 2027. So basically, this is a transition for the 12 months. The replacement is that phone calls will now live inside responsive search ads as call assets. So instead of a separate call campaign format, you will have responsive search ad that shows normal headlines and description plus a phone number and call button as an asset. In short, call only format is going away. Responsive search ads with call assets are taking that job. If you are running call ads right now and you do nothing, they will slowly lose support, and by February 2027 they will stop appearing completely. So we cannot ignore this. Segment number 2, why Google is doing this. Now the obvious question, why is Google killing call only ads if so many local and service businesses rely on phone calls? So there are few reasons. First, Google has been simplifying formats. They want fewer special ad types and more focus on one main format, which is responsive search ads, supported by assets like call, location, site link, and so on. Second, responsive search ads uses artificial intelligence to test different combinations of headline and description. So instead of one fixed ad, Google can mix and match your assets based on the user, the query, and the best performance. So calls are just one possible outcome inside that flexible structure. Third, from a reporting point of view, it is cleaner for Google if most campaigns use a single main format, and calls, site clicks, and other actions are all tracked as assets and conversions instead of separate products. For us as a marketer, this means two things. One, we get more flexibility. The same ad can drive calls and website visits. That is powerful. Two, we get more responsibility. We cannot rely on a special call format. We have to design responsive search ads and call assets correctly, and we have to track calls as conversions so that smart bidding can optimize for them. So this is not only a user interface change, it is a shift in how phone leads live inside search campaign. Segment number 3, who should care the most? You should care a lot this update if you manage local service business such as plumbers, electricians, home services, clinics, or emergency services, where people often call directly from searches. You work with high intent services based offers where a phone call is the main way a lead become as a client. For example, lawyer, consultant, medical specialist, or high ticket coaching. You have all campaigns that are currently your main source of leads. If that is you, you cannot just wait until 2027. You should migrate easily, test early, and stabilize early. Now let us move into the practical part. Segment number 4, step by step migration plan. You can think of this as a small project, and let's say you can name the project is move from call only to responsive search ads with call assets without losing leads. So what should be your steps are? Step number 1, audit your current account. Open your Google Ads account and spend a few times looking for any use of the old format. So here is what you can check. Look at your campaign and filter by ad type. Identify every campaign or ad group that is using call only ads as their main format. Note down which services they target, which location and which phone number they use. Third, check performance. How many calls, what cost per call, what conversion rate, and which keywords are driving these calls. This quick audit gives you a clear list of which call ads are critical and which ones are not important. Step number 2, fix your foundation. Before you build anything new, make sure your foundation is ready. Ask yourself, is my business name correctly added at account or campaign level? Is main website or landing page ready and mobile friendly? Do I have one clear phone number per service line or location? Now go into your account setting and turn on call reporting if it is not already active. This lets Google track calls as conversion, see duration, and show more details in reports. Decide your minimum call duration for a qualified call. For some businesses, 30 seconds is enough. For others, you might want 60 or 90 seconds. This avoids counting very short spam calls as conversion. Step number 3, build responsive search ads that can sell the call. Now we move from call only format to responsive search ads. For each old call campaign or ad group, create at least one responsive search ad that promotes the same service. So here is how to think about the creatives. In your headline, you want to speak to urgency and clarity. For example, speak with a specialist today, instant quote on phone, same day service, call now, book your appointment, call now. In your description, you want to combine two paths. Path number 1, the user calls. Path 2, the user visit the site. For example, call now to talk to our team or visit the site to request a free quote. Get answers in minutes, call for details or check our plans on the site. So basically this is the example of a description that you can follow to attract people for call and to visit your website as well. So what you are doing here is making your search ad flexible. Some people are ready to talk, others want to read first. Your ad support both. Make sure you use a real landing page URL that matches the services. Even if your main goal is call, many users still want to see your site before they call you. Step number 4, add call assets correctly. Now we attach the phone number to the ad using call assets. Inside the Google Ads interface, go to assets, then choose call assets and add your phone number. Here are a few tactical tips that you should follow. You must use campaign level call assets, then the same number works for the entire campaign. For example, one number for all emergency repair services in one city. You can use ad group level call asset when each ad group represent a different service or location with its own dedicated number, such as separate line for dental, cosmetics, or surgery departments. Set call schedule. Only show the call button during business hours when someone can actually pick up. It is better to show no call button at night than to miss calls and make people frustrated. Turn on call reporting for the call assets as well, then link it to the call conversion actions you defined earlier. Step number 5, set calls as real conversions. Many marketers forget this part. If calls are important, they must be treated as conversions. Go to your conversions areas inside Google Ads and either create a new conversion action for call or edit the existing one. Include calls from call assets, include Google forwarding number tracking where available, and set the duration rule you decided. You should mark it as a primary conversion if your campaign goal is to drive phone calls. This tells smart bidding strategies like maximize conversion or target CPA to optimize for calls as well, not only form fills or purchases. Step number 6, run both formats temporarily, then turn off the old. Do not cut off your call only campaign instantly. So here is the safer path that you should follow. Launch your new responsive search ad with call assets in the same account. Keep your old call ads active for a short overlap period, maybe 2 to 4 weeks, while you monitor performance. Compare call volume, cost per call, or lead quality between the old format and the new setup. Once you see that the new responsive search ads with call assets are producing stable call and the tracking tools correct, gradually pause the old calls ads. This way, you are not waiting until Google kills the format. You are taking control of the thing and learning from real data. Segment number 5, Strategy tips for better performance. Now I will walk you through to the strategy, not just mechanics. Tip number 1, keep your best keywords and structures. The format is changing, but your high intent keyword do not have to change. Take the keyword that are already driving good calls in your call campaign and move them into your new responsive search ad campaigns. Make sure your ad group stay tight and focused in terms of intent. For example, one ad group focus on emergency plumbing, another on bathroom installation instead of mixing everything together. Tip number 2, use message in your ad that speaks to phone behavior. When someone prefers to call, usually they want speed, clarity, and human help. So use language that speaks to that. Fast response, talk to a real person, get pricing on call, no long forms. So basically, you are not just asking them to click, you are inviting them into a conversation. So tip number 3, decide the role of calls in your funnel. In some businesses, calls are the main conversion. In others, calls are secondary to form fills or online purchases. You should decide it clearly. If calls are your primary goal, then your campaigns, bidding, and reporting should treat calls as equal or more important than form submission. If calls are secondary, you still want to track them, but maybe you optimize mainly for online conversion and treat call as a bonus channel. Tip number 4, watch device and schedule. Calls are very different across devices. Most calls will come from mobile. Desktop users may be more likely to click to site first. So monitor performance by device. If mobile calls are very strong and desktop is weak, you might adjust bits or create mobile preferred messaging. Also keep an eye on hourly performance. You might find that calls between certain hours have much higher conversion rate. Use ad schedule and call schedule to focus your budget during those windows. Tip number 5, measure call quality, not only call quantity. The number of calls is not enough. Ask your sales or front desk team from these Google Ads calls how many are real prospects, how many book appointment, and how many turn into paying customers. If you can use a simple tracking sheet or a customer relationship management tool to lock customers from call. Over time, this helps you refine keywords, ads, and schedules based on real revenue, not just calls count. So here is the important part, segment number 6, common mistakes to avoid. Let me quickly share a few mistakes I want you to avoid in this transition. So mistake number 1, waiting until the last moment. If you wait until early 2027, you will be in a rush and your performance might drop during the change. Start now while you have time to test and adjust. Mistake number 2, creating responsive search ads but forgetting call assets. Simply switching to responsive search ads is not enough if phone calls are important. You must add call assets, set call reporting, and track them as conversions. Mistake number 3, treating calls and site clicks as the same. Remember, a click to your site and a call are different user behavior. Your reporting, bids, and follow-up should reflect that. Do not assume they behave the same. Mistake number 4, not educating client. If you manage account for client, tell them about this change early. Show them the dates and explain your plan. This builds trust and position you as a proactive strategist, not a reactive freelancer. So to summarize, Google is retiring call only ads. New creation stops in February 2026 and all existing call ads stop serving in February 2027. To keep your phone lead safe, you need to move to responsive search ads with call assets, set up call reporting, and treat calls as a real conversion. If you do this correctly, you can actually end up in a better position than before because you will have both click traffic and call traffic working together with better tracking and more flexibility. If you are a business owner or a marketing manager and you want a custom migration and call strategy plan for your own account, you can request one through the link in the description. I will review your setup and share what you need to fix and how to structure your new campaign. If you are a student or a freelancer who wants to learn how to manage these kinds of updates and build real client getting skills in Google Ads, you will find a link in the description to my training program as well. Subscribe if you want more clear breakdowns like this of real Google Ads updates, not just theory. Comment if you have any questions about this update. I will see you in the next video.